Hi, it's been a little while. I've been kind of juggling some of the social media and sickness in our house a week and a half or so ago. I just wanted to do a quick update. I have lots of sourdough starter going. This is a gluten-free mixture, I'd say concoction. I'm going to be starting today some separate ones that are going to be specific flours. So if people have a request, say for coconut flour, rice flour, I'm going to do a Pamela's all-purpose one-to-one flour. And then I'm going to be dehydrating and selling it. I know my dehydrated is hiding here. So this is some of this mixed one, dehydrated. This is a mixture of tapioca flour, wild rice flour, local wild rice in Minnesota, on one-to-one all-purpose a little bit, and then I think I'm missing one. Let's see, where is tapioca? Oh, coconut flour. It gives it a little bit of a sweetened flavor. And then back here in the corner, I wanted to share, I've got my kombucha mushroom going. If you don't know what kombucha is, it is a fermented drink. You actually use a mushroom and you grow it and you feed it. So this mushroom floats in the water and it multiplies. It could either multiply underneath itself, or it might multiply from a smaller chunk or piece of itself and multiply in another place in the jar. So mine this time, the main first one's on the bottom actually, which is fine if it sinks or floats. And then there's another one right back here that I put into this jar. And yes, we've been canning, so there's a lot on the counter right now. There's stuff everywhere. So there you can see that one's floating. That is the one that multiplied. I have already had this do one fermentation process because it's cooler here in Minnesota. You want to see what we finally got? There's snow. We have not had snow, which is strange. Last year it was like foot and a half right now. So it's cooler in our house. So it took longer. Typical house, if it's typical 72, 73 degrees, it'll take like a week. This took 2 weeks. So here's the new batch that I fed. You feed it black tea. I also like to put a little bit of other teas to give it a little different flavor. My favorite is a mango green tea. If you're worried about caffeine, you can actually find mango green decaffeinated, but you do want some caffeinated black tea to feed it. And then you add either sugar, any kind of sugar, or honey, some type of sugar sweetener, because that's what the mushroom actually needs to eat and multiply, and to make this into that special drink, give it that flavor. You don't want it to vinegar into a flavor. If you do that, there's some ways to fix it, but you want it to get bubbly and to give it that real kombucha flavor. What I really want to talk about today is, so this is my finished. We tasted it and decided, yep, it tastes great. All right, I'm gonna bottle it. I did an orange and clove flavor. I did an anise flavor, and then I did a elderberry cinnamon flavor right there. I just burped these bottles. Now burping. So this is the second fermentation process. This is if you want your drink to have carbonation. You put it into here. You can either add flavor or not. You don't have to. I just added, like I said, some orange peel, and this one has clove. And then every day, 2, 3 days, few days, you burp it because you want to make sure it's not going to get too much carbonation and explode. This was the loudest one when I just burped it, so I don't know if it's going to make any more noise now. Oh, a little bit. So when I just burped this just minutes ago, it like was a nice pop noise, right? Like you're opening champagne. You got to keep an eye on it because you want it to whatever level you want to drink. That's the cool part about doing this, is that you can just adjust it accordingly. If I think it has enough carbonation, I think that burp noise was great. I stick this in the fridge and drink it whenever you want, and it'll last in the fridge for a really long time. You can see I just note the date on mine of when I put it in here, just so I have a good idea of, oh, it took this flavor 3 days, to get to where I want. Each of these See, you hear that? And I even just burped this one a bit ago. So that's good. That means that the little bits of kombucha in here, because I don't strain it, there might even be still little pieces in here that could multiply even into another one. I just test it out, and I'll strain out what I put in there. Like I said, the orange peel, and there's just a couple cloves in there, whole cloves. Yeah, you could drink it like that, strain it out as much as you want. I think what they call the mother is what that is, when there's a little bit of the mushroom in the bottom. I think it's good for you. It's good probiotics, good for your gut. So I don't usually strain it out. Yeah, I will keep updating. One of the big highlights for me, like I said, I'm multiplying a lot of sourdough starter and dehydrating it. You only need 5 grams of this to actually restart it and to get it going again. So I'm going to have quite a bit for sale on my website. I'm going to get dehydrating in a few days. I just want to get a nice good stock of it up, so I have quite a bit to put locally in Brainerd and on the website. Yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions, and I'll try to keep you updated on how things are going. Hope everybody is having a great December.